Hi, this is Mark Willows from Clocks for Classics, and in this video I just want to show you how to remove one of the chrome bezels from the Volvo clocks that you see on the P1800s. And I've got an example here. This is not actually a clock, it's an oil gauge, but the same would apply to all of the gauges in that car. And you can see here it's got this rather nice chrome bezel, but it's crimped round this edge here, and this makes it quite difficult to remove, and I just want to show you how you can go about removing that bezel. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually put some masking tape around the main part of the bezel just to protect the chrome. Okay, so now we've protected that, we're in a position to start removing the bezel. And the way I usually start this is just with an old jeweler's screwdriver. You want something with a reasonably sharp edge, as you can see here. And really the key to this is taking your time and not to rush it, because it is, if you try and do it too quickly, it is quite easy to damage the bezel. So if you look around here, you can see there's a little cut out, and that's usually where I start, and it's just a matter of going around the bezel and very carefully teasing up that edge. You can see it's starting to tease up. Now you don't do this all in one go, you're going to have to go around several times, and as you can see, it's almost like the sort of action you might use with an old-fashioned tin opener. And as you can see, as I'm doing it, the whole of the bezel is starting to flex slightly, so that's why it's very important not to try and do it all at once. You need to just be nice and steady, nice and slow, and keep going around that edge and just gently relieving it. And you can see it's just starting to lift that crimped edge now. Now the thing about this is, it might seem when you're doing this as if you're nearly there at this point, but that lip on the body of the gauge that the chrome bezel is crimped over is quite a tall lip, and you'll find that you cannot get the chrome bezel to slip off until you've almost completely straightened out that crimped edge on the chrome bezel. So because of that, it does take quite a time. You see, I've just about come round to that little cutout in the gauge, so I've just about done one revolution. Now in practice, I'm going to have to go around here several times. And when it gets to this stage, or somewhere around about here, we need to change tack, because what you'll find is that you can't lever that crimped edge up all the way. You need to get it straight, and you can't usually do that just by levering it. So at this stage I usually have a look and see if I can get a pair of pliers in, because they're the tool that you need to complete this operation. So you see here I've got a small pair of electronics pliers, and once we can get to the point where they are underneath the lip, and we just seem to be at that point now, we can just start to very gently straighten it out. And you see, you can see I'm sort of using a combination of a sort of a pinching and a sort of rolling movement here, and you get the bottom part of the pliers underneath the lip, and you roll it over and squeeze a bit, and gradually, if you're patient, that lip will start to straighten out. You can see I'm sort of starting to squeeze it and get the pliers underneath the lip, then I can start to squeeze it straight. It is starting to come now. You see we're getting quite close now to the point where we can remove the bezel. So now we can get the pliers and really straighten out that lip. Keep going round, keep going, and I think getting very close now. It is quite surprising sometimes how much that bezel wants to hang on there. Let me try it now. I think, yep, there we are. There we are. So the bezel's free. Now I don't want to pull, otherwise I'll strain the hand. So I need to support the glass there. Try and pull the bezel over the glass. And I think this gauge is actually rusted a little bit. Just keep easing it out. There we go. So there we go. And yes, sure enough, there's quite a pile of rust there. But that's how you remove the bezel on a Volvo P1800 gauge.